Thank you. I'd like to call the meeting to order. This is the February 8th meeting of the McCracken County Fiscal Court. At this time, I'd ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Bartleman.
Here.
Commissioner Byer.
Here.
Commissioner Wathen.
Here.
And Judge Leeper.
Here. This time, I'd ask Commissioner Byron to offer a word of prayer.
Yes, if we could bow. Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for the many blessings of this day. We ask that you please watch over this meeting and that our actions be suitable in your name. We also ask that you watch over the public service workers who are out protecting our community. We ask that you watch over the men and women who are on foreign soils, protecting our country and our very freedoms to assemble here tonight. All of these things we ask in your name, and amen.
Amen. I ask you to join me in pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, we have, I'd like to entertain a motion for approval of the minutes.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Byer,
Second.
second by Commissioner Bartleman. Any discussion? Seeing none, I'd just like to say before I ask for a vote, thank the Commissioners for patience. We have a new person drafting our minutes, and it took us a little bit to get them there, and we appreciate your all's patience. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion's approved. This time we have our road engineer for a brief update on road department activities.
I guess this time of year, if you're in the road department, a big topic is snow and ice. And coming up with a plan going into a winter weather event it can be pretty tough. You've got to take a lot of things in consideration. The weather's the big one. You got to know what the temperatures are going to do, what kind of precipitation you're going to get, how long the event's going to last, that type of stuff. You've also got to take into consideration your crew. You've got to know how many people you have. You have CDL laws that you have to go by how long they can work. And you've got to figure in when are they going to be the most effective out on the road. Another big factor is a budget. You've got to balance all this together. And I guess I've said all that to say this, that I've been pleased with how we've been doing so far. I think Mother Nature's been pretty good to us also. I can't complain about that. And I know the last snow we had, it was on a Friday. We did have one driver that went off the side of the road in Reedland area. No one was hurt. Truck wasn't really hurt, but it did put us behind in that area. But we were able to come back the next morning and get everything finished up and everything done within a 6-hour period the next day. So I think we're doing okay in it. The budget's able to handle what we're doing so far. So just want to say I was pleased with that, and hopefully Mother Nature will just ease on out the door without making a big showing before the end of the year. Something else we have going on is some roads that were adopted by the fiscal court that in the past that the state was unaware of. I found a couple of roads that were adopted several years ago, and we weren't really getting credit for it from the state. So I'm having a list put together, reviewing these roads and seeing if they've been adopted. And I have a meeting set up with the PAD office on the 17th. And I want to make sure that everything that we've adopted, we're getting credit for, so we're getting money from the rural secondary program for it. So make sure we're getting all the money that we can for the roads that we have. This past couple of weeks and the next couple of weeks, we're spending a lot of time on potholes and some gravel roads that we have. This time of year, it's typical for that type of stuff to happen. The gravel roads, when they get wet, they're going to come apart. Maxon Road, Jackson Purchase has led a contract, and they're starting moving utility poles the 15th. So we have Mr. Moore and I have a pre-construction meeting that we requested to meet with them ahead of time just before they get started. So Maxon Road is moving forward. And the last item that I've made a note on is that I'm working with John Hodges with JSA. During the last few snowstorms, some of my plow drivers mentioned that they were hitting manhole lids. And doing that, you can cause damage to a snow plow, to the manhole lids. And I mean, neither he nor I want any kind of damages from that. Because eventually you've got to pass the cost from it on to the public. And so he and I are going to take a look at these locations that are consistently causing us problems and see if it's something that the road department can do or that his department can do to keep them from being a problem in the future. Really, that's all I've got. Anyone have any questions? Or
Yes, sir.
Is on Maxon Road, how's that budget-wise? Is that coming in at budget, under budget, over budget?
We're right there at it.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty tight.
Are the utilities pretty cooperative in trying to keep their costs down that they pass on to us?
I hope so.
Okay.
They've been working with us pretty good on it.
Okay.
So
Yes, sir. Commissioner Meyer.
Have we had a chance to study the possibility of converting to brine for some of our roads?
I know I've done quite a bit of looking into that. We've got to have the equipment to do it. Having a large enough truck to put a brine tank on, you've got to take into consideration you want to put out about 44 gallons per mile. We've got 335 miles, and you have to have a brine solution of around 23.3%. And so you've got have to have a way of generating the brine, have to have a way of putting it out, and do it quick enough ahead of time to make it efficient. So I am looking at that, but I don't have a total number of what it's going to take for us to be able to go to that yet.
Are there any contractors that would do that without us making the initial investment?
Doing the pre-treat for us,
Yes.
I'm not aware of any. I'm sure we could probably put something out. I'm not sure what that would.
I just thought some of those state roads appeared to have contractors putting the brine down, and I didn't know whether there was.
I wasn't sure if it was contractors putting them down, or if it was just state crews that put them down. I knew they did get that one super tanker that they've used, but I wasn't sure if that was a state truck or if that was a contract.
Okay. Thank you.
Randy, Commissioner Watt.
The pre-treating with the brine, how long does that last before it loses its oomph on it as far as keeping everything cleared off?
Well, it really depends on if it's washed off by rain or if it stays around long enough. You know, traffic will eventually wear it off. So I mean, really, there's a lot of factors involved with that. I mean, wind blows it off also.
So you'd need.
But it can hang around quite a while if the weather's right.
So really, you need the tanks. You need probably spray rigs, sprayers for them.
You need, yes, the
Sprayers.
tanks that goes on the trucks. You have to have drivers that have tanker endorsements on their CDL license, and you have to have storage tanks. And I mean, we'd have to be able to store several thousand gallons to be able to go through just one treatment.
Like, do you know if, like, when you mix it up, how long it's good for as far as the longevity?
It's good
Forever.
for good, yeah, forever.
Thank you.
What's the conditions required to do pothole patching? Does it have to be a certain temperature? Does it have to get up to a certain temperature? Can you patch in?
No, we can patch in any temperature range.
Very good. Any other questions? Very good. Thank you for your efforts. Appreciate you sticking here with us tonight. I know you don't feel good. I hope you get better quick.
I'll make it.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate the effort. Next item on the agenda are budget transfers.
I'd like to ask for a motion on that.
Motion by Commissioner Watson, second by Commissioner Byer. Any questions? Seeing none, ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Wathen.
Aye.
Commissioner Byer.
Aye.
Commissioner Bartleman.
Aye.
And Judge Leeper.
Aye. Next item of the accounts payable, Ms. Brown.
That total $360,247.41.
So moved.
Can you read that again? I'm sorry.
$360,247.41.
Thank you.
So
I have a
moved.
motion by Commissioner Byer,
Second.
second by Commissioner Wathen. Any discussion, questions, opinions? Seeing none, ask clerk call the roll, please.
Commissioner Bartleman.
Aye.
Commissioner Wathen.
Aye.
Commissioner Byer.
Aye.
And Judge Leeper.
Aye. Next, we move on to the court orders. Madam Clerk?
It is ordered to pay the McCracken County Humane Society $18,125 for the month of February 2016.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Wathen, second by Commissioner Bartleman. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask clerk call the roll, please.
Commissioner Byer.
Aye.
Commissioner Bartleman.
Aye.
Commissioner Wathen.
Aye.
And Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is ordered to approve the McCracken County Clerk's monthly report of ad valorem tax collection and distribution for the month of January 2016 in the amount of $456,998.60.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Byer,
Second.
second by Commissioner Wathen. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask clerk call the roll, please.
Commissioner Bartleman.
Aye.
Commissioner Wathen.
Aye.
Commissioner Byer.
Aye.
And Judge Leeper.
Aye.
Got a question.
I have a question.
Yeah, I've got a question. It kind of related. How did the tax collections go this year? Did they come in normally? Were they under, over from how they normally come in?
My understanding, this doesn't complete those, so we really don't know at this point.
I mean, up
They're
until this
still
time. though.
collecting,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, I know they're still
You're talking
collecting,
about-
but up until this time, are they coming in about normal or?
I think they are. I mean, without, I haven't checked, but
Of course, this
there's
is
been no
this is
large
ad valorem
deviation.
tax.
I think they were a little late getting started, but
Yeah. Okay.
Property taxes that our office collected, were well up into the 90s, 90%.
There's nothing going on that's going to cause any cash flow problems or anything.
not
It's
not
slow.
currently,
Okay.
no.
Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Clerk?
It is ordered to pay budget expense items for February 2016 and charge the respective county clerk's salary 01-5010-101 $50.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Bartleman,
Second.
second by Commissioner Wathen. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask the clerk call the roll, please.
Commissioner Wathen.
Aye.
Commissioner Byer.
Aye.
Commissioner Bartleman.
Aye.
And Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is ordered to approve the monthly distribution of the McCracken County Conservation District for February 2016 in the amount of $2,083.83.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Byer,
Second.
second by Commissioner Wathen. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask clerk call the roll, please.
Commissioner Byer.
Aye.
Commissioner Wathen.
Aye.
Commissioner Bartleman.
Aye.
And Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is ordered that effective February 1st, 2016, Austin Howard be hired as a full-time deputy jailer at a salary of $23,400 per year, less statutory deductions, all of which are subject to further order of the court.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Bartleman, second by
Second.
Commissioner Wathen. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask clerk call the roll, please.
Commissioner Bartleman.
Aye.
Commissioner Wathen.
Aye.
Commissioner Byer.
Aye.
And Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is ordered that effective February 1st, 2016, Mary Ann Carter be hired as a full-time deputy jailer at a salary of $23,400 per year, less statutory deductions, all of which are subject to further order of the court.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Byer. Second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Wathen. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask clerk call the roll, please.
Commissioner Wathen.
Aye.
Commissioner Byer.
Aye.
Commissioner Bartleman.
Aye.
And Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is ordered that effective January 29th, 2016, the resignation of full-time deputy jailer Adam Glisson. He has 7 vacation days accumulated and 5 sick days.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Wathen,
Second.
second by Commissioner Bartleman. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask clerk call the roll, please.
Commissioner Byer.
Aye.
Commissioner Bartleman.
Aye.
Commissioner Wathen.
Aye.
And Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is ordered to accept and approve $15,460.77 as the total collections for the January 2016 delinquent real estate and personal property tax report of Julie Griggs, clerk.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Byer,
Second.
second by Commissioner Wathen. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask clerk call the roll, please.
Commissioner Bartleman.
Aye.
Commissioner Wathen.
Aye.
Commissioner Byer.
Aye.
And Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is ordered effective January 27th, 2016, the termination of full-time Deputy Jailer Joseph Holland.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Byer,
Second.
second by Commissioner Wathen. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask clerk to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Wathen.
Aye.
Commissioner Byer.
Aye.
Commissioner Bartleman.
Aye.
And Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is ordered to approve and record payroll of election officers for work and use of one personal cell phone used for election business on said day during the February 9th, 2016 special election held at Lone Oak Precinct Number 1.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Wathen,
Second.
second by Commissioner Bartleman. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask clerk to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Byer.
Aye.
Commissioner Bartleman.
Aye.
Commissioner Wathen.
Aye.
And Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is ordered to approve payment due for rent of the polling place and to issue a county warrant check for the amount due.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Byer,
Second.
second by Commissioner Wathen. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask clerk to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Bartleman.
Aye.
Commissioner Wathen.
Aye.
Commissioner Byer.
Aye.
And Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is ordered to approve $1,410 as the January 2016 alcohol beverage report of Julie Griggs, clerk.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Bartleman,
Second.
second by Commissioner Wathen. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask clerk to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Wathen.
Aye.
Commissioner Byer.
Aye.
Commissioner Bartleman.
Aye.
And Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is ordered Caitlin Rice's position with the Child Support Office be terminated effective January 18th, 2016.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Byer,
Second.
second by Commissioner Wathen. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask clerk to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Byer.
Aye.
Commissioner Bartleman.
Aye.
Commissioner Wathen.
Aye.
And Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is ordered that Holly Walker be hired with the Child Support Office as a part-time clerk at a rate of $10.10 per hour, effective February 1st, 2016, for less than 25 hours per week.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Byer,
Second.
second by Commissioner Wathen. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask clerk to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Bartleman.
Aye.
Commissioner Wathen.
Aye.
Commissioner Byer.
Aye.
And Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is ordered that $31,250 be paid to the Paducah Junior College Scholarship Fund, same being the second quarter payment for fiscal year 2015-16 budget allocation.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Bartleman,
Second.
second by Commissioner Byer. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask clerk to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Wathen.
Aye.
Commissioner Byer.
Aye.
Commissioner Bartleman.
Aye.
And Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is ordered that $34,116.50 be paid to Barkley Regional Airport, same being the third quarter budget allocation for fiscal year 2015-16.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Byer,
Second.
second by Commissioner Wathen. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask clerk to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Byer.
Aye.
Commissioner Bartleman.
Aye.
Commissioner Wathen.
Aye.
And Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is ordered to award the bid for wall repair on barn number 2 at the Carson Park to Alexander General Contracting of Benton, Kentucky for $11,778.49. All labor materials to remove the lower 2 foot 6 inches of exterior perimeter excluding doors. Wall will be furnished and wall will be replaced.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Byer. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Bartleman. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask clerk to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Bartleman.
Aye.
Commissioner Wathen.
Aye.
Commissioner Byer.
Aye.
And Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is ordered the first reading of revised ordinance 2016-2 due to Department of Local Government recommendations.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Byer,
Second.
second by Commissioner Wathen. Point out, Ms. Brown has worked with the Department of Local Government. We had a reading, and they have suggested changes, so that's why we're doing
Yes,
a...
there were some bank fees that needed to be added and then some account numbers that they wanted changed. Other than that, it stayed pretty much the same.
So, Ms. Brown working with them came up with this particular ordinance, so we need to take action. We've got a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Wathen.
Aye.
Commissioner Byer.
Aye.
Commissioner Bartleman.
Aye.
And Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is ordered Greg T. Cannon be hired as a full-time planning and zoning assistant administrator at an annual salary of $46,000 effective February 22nd, 2016, less statutory deductions.
Motion?
So moved.
Commissioner Wathen?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Byer. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Byer,
Aye.
Commissioner Bartleman,
Aye.
Commissioner Wathen,
Aye.
and Judge Leeper.
Aye.
I think I heard Mr. Moore vote aye on that one, too.
You probably did. Item number 23, Madam Clerk.
It is ordered that McCracken County Fiscal Court accept a contract with Michael Murphy for repayment of salary overpayment.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Byer, second by Commissioner Wathen. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Bartleman,
Aye.
Commissioner Wathen,
Aye.
Commissioner Byer,
Aye.
and Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is ordered that the McCracken County Fiscal Court accept a contract with Dan Bowes for repayment of salary overpayment.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Wathen,
Second.
second by Commissioner Bartleman. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Wathen,
Aye.
Commissioner Byer,
Aye.
Commissioner Bartleman,
Aye.
and Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is ordered to enter into an agreement with Peck Flannery Green Warren, Inc. to provide architectural services for stone repointing and joint sealing along the roof edge of the old portions of the McCracken County Courthouse.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Byer, second by Commissioner Wathen. This is an effort to fix some of the problems we've had with leaks. We've obviously worked on the basement diligently in the process of trying to eliminate all the problems with the historic courthouse, if you will. There was found some leaks in the roof on the edge. There's a term for it, I can't remember right now, but thanks to Mr. Moore and the staff, we've narrowed it down, and we're going to make progress on getting that fixed as we continue to renovate the courthouse. So, if there are no questions, Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Byer,
Aye.
Commissioner Bartleman,
Aye.
Commissioner Wathen,
Aye.
and Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is hereby ordered that in compliance with Ordinance 2016-1, whereby the McCracken County Board of Adjustment membership was increased to 5-member board on January 25th, 2016, Diane Shrewsbury be appointed as a member of the McCracken County Board of Adjustment to a term that shall expire on February 28th, 2019, subject to further orders of the court.
So moved.
A motion by Commissioner Wathen,
Second.
second by Commissioner Byer. Just for a point of clarification, you probably recognize Ms. Shrewsbury's name and appointment. We did that prior to the ordinance being passed. Recognized that the ordinance needed to be passed to allow for the 5 members on that board, so that's why we're coming back and doing this appropriately after the ordinance has been passed. If there's no questions, I'd ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Bartleman,
Aye.
Commissioner Wathen,
Aye.
Commissioner Byer,
Aye.
and Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is hereby ordered that in compliance with Ordinance 2016-1, whereby the McCracken County Board of Adjustment membership was increased to 5-member board on January 25th, 2016, John L. Gregory be appointed as a member of the McCracken County Board of Adjustment to a term that shall expire on February 28th, 2019, subject to further orders of the court.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Byers, second by Commissioner Wathen. Any discussion? It's a similar situation to Ms. Shrewsbury's. Seeing none, ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Wathen,
Aye.
Commissioner Byer,
Aye.
Commissioner Bartleman,
Aye.
and Judge Leeper.
Aye.
Whereas it appearing to the court that there is a vacancy on the Barkley Regional Airport Authority Board, and it is necessary for this court to appoint a member, it is further appearing that Keith Jones is suitable and qualified to fill the position. Now therefore it is ordered that Keith Jones be and hereby reappointed to serve as a member of the Barkley Regional Airport Authority Board to a term expiring December 31st, 2020, or upon further orders of the court.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Byers,
Second.
second by Commissioner Wathen. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Byer,
Aye.
Commissioner Bartleman,
Aye.
Commissioner Wathen,
Aye.
and Judge Leeper.
Aye.
Whereas it appearing to the court that the term of Beverly McKinley as a member of the Paducah-McCracken County Convention and Visitors Bureau has expired, and it is necessary for this court to appoint a member to fill the vacancy, and it appearing further that Beverly McKinley is suitable and qualified to be a member of said board. Now therefore it is ordered that Beverly McKinley be and is appointed to serve as a member of the Paducah McCracken County Convention and Visitors Bureau to a term expiring December 31st, 2018, or upon further orders of the court.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Watson,
Second.
second by Commissioner Byer. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask clerk call the roll, please.
Commissioner Bartleman,
Aye.
Commissioner Wathen,
Aye.
Commissioner Byer,
Aye.
and Judge Leeper.
Aye.
Whereas it appearing to the court that there is a vacancy of the Paducah McCracken County Convention and Visitors Bureau, and it is necessary for this court to appoint a member to fill the vacancy, and it is appearing further that Kelm Burchard is suitable and qualified to be a member of said board. Now therefore it is ordered that Kelm Burchard be and is appointed to serve as a member of the Paducah McCracken County Convention Center and Visitors Bureau to a term expiring December 31st, 2016, or upon further orders of the court.
Motion.
So moved.
Commissioner Byer, second.
Second.
Commissioner Waffen. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask clerk to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Wathen,
Aye.
Commissioner Byer,
Aye.
Commissioner Bartleman,
Aye.
and Judge Leeper.
Aye.
Whereas it appearing to the court that there is a vacancy on the Paducah McCracken County Convention and Visitors Bureau, and it is necessary for this court to appoint a member to fill the vacancy, and it appearing further that Vic Patel is suitable and qualified to be a member of said board. Now therefore it is ordered that Vic Patel is appointed to serve as a member of the Paducah McCracken County Convention and Visitors Bureau to a term expiring December 31st, 2016, or upon further orders of the court.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Waffen, second by Commissioner Byer.
I have a question. Is this to fill a vacancy that from a resignation, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You said resignation. I think it may be a term expired.
Okay. I just saw that this term expires on the end of the year, and I thought maybe that was a,
I think
It
this
doesn't
is a term
matter.
expired.
okay. It doesn't.
If there's any other questions? Seeing none, ask clerk to call the roll, please.
Yeah, on the order it says to fill a vacancy.
But I don't know if it's vacancy, as he
Oh.
pointed out, from term expiring or resignation. I don't know which.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
What date did she read that expires? What date does that expire?
December 31st, 2018.
Okay. I'm sorry, I was looking at this one.
Yeah, and that, the
Oh,
confusion
this says
is,
16. doesn't
well,
it?
yeah, we had that first agenda that was not 100% accurate. And I'm thanking them for their forgiveness on at the beginning of the meeting. We've struggled through this one, and we've got a change in personnel, so I appreciate the members being tolerant.
Okay, no problem.
Madam Clerk, go ahead. Call the roll,
Do we
please.
have to do anything different since this says 2016?
No, I believe
Okay.
you read it 18, didn't you, or did you read it 16? Why don't you just read it again with an 18 on it?
Okay. Sounds good to me.
The order says 18 on there, that's what it was.
Whereas it appearing to the court that there is a vacancy on the Paducah McCracken County Convention and Visitors Bureau, and it is necessary for this court to appoint a member to fill the vacancy, and it appearing further that Vic Patel is suitable and qualified to be a member of said board. Now therefore it is ordered that Vic Patel is appointed to serve as a member of the Paducah McCracken County Convention and Visitors Bureau to a term expiring December 31st, 2018, or upon further orders of the court.
So let's get a motion again.
So moved.
Commissioner Waffen.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Byer. Any other discussion? Seeing none, ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Byer,
Aye.
Commissioner Bartleman,
Aye.
Commissioner Wathen, and Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is ordered to enter into an agreement with Peck Flannery Green Warren, Inc. to provide architectural services for window repairing and restoration or window replacement of the old portion of the McCracken County Courthouse.
So moved.
A motion by Commissioner Byer, second by Commissioner Wathen. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask clerk to call the roll, please.
Commissioner Bartleman,
Aye.
Commissioner Wathen, Commissioner Byer,
Aye.
and Judge Leeper.
Aye.
It is ordered to enter into an agreement with Peck Flannery Green and Warren, Inc. to provide architectural services for removal and replacement of the windows of the McCracken County Courthouse Annex.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Wathen, second by Commissioner Byer. Any discussion? Seeing none, ask clerk call roll, please.
Commissioner Wathen, Commissioner Byer,
Aye.
Commissioner Bartleman,
Aye.
and Judge Leeper.
Aye. If I'm not mistaken, that covers the court orders and the board appointments. This time, I would entertain a motion for an executive session.
I hereby move the board go into closed session for the discussion of matters pertaining to the following topics: issues which might lead to the appointment, dismissal, or discipline of an employee as permitted by KRS 61-810-1F, or a specific proposal by a business entity where public discussion of the subject matter would jeopardize the location, retention, expansion, or upgrading of a business entity as permitted by KRS 61-810-1G.
You have a second?
Second.
Commissioner Wathen, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Be an executive session. Should be brief.